The OGP implementation in Nigeria has evolved over the years. Taking it up when Nigeria signed up in 2016, we have made modest progress. At the moment, we are implementing the third National Action Plan. We've had two previous National Action Plans before this one. And if you look at the trend over the years, you will see that for every of those thematics, there is some kind of progress that is being made. One area that I want to point out to is in the area of citizens' engagement. Of course, you will agree with me that in terms of delivery of government project programs and policies, it will not be inclusive if you do not engage the citizens. What the OGP in Nigeria has done is to put in place mechanisms, systematic mechanisms for engaging with the citizenry. And that has helped to galvanize the citizenry. It has also helped to mobilize and to push governments, ministries, departments, and agencies that are responsible for the delivery of reforms that are around openness, opening up the space for transparency, for accountability, for all inclusiveness. So these reforms are being pushed and facilitated through the engagement process that the citizens' engagement is beginning to make happen. And one area that is very significant is in the development of the iMac. It is a technology-based platform that allows citizens to engage with government in terms of tracking the delivery of government project plans and projects. And by so doing, citizens participate in governance. They track progress, they give feedback, which in turn is captured in policy making and decision. Another area for which the OGP has impacted in Nigeria is in the area of the public dialogue mechanism. This is a platform where you invite government and civil society to sit down and discuss around government, around governance, around issues of openness, issues of transparency, issues of accountability, so that the voice of the people will be heard, the voice of the people will be captured in decision making. So in terms of that, lots of spaces have been created, and you begin to hear the voices of the ordinary man being reflected in decisions that are translated into policy. It entrenches a system where government will be interacting with our citizenry through a structured process. If you look at the way the budget is being implemented in Nigeria now, there's no year that passes since from 2016 that public fora are not organized to look at what government propose in our budget for citizens also to also propose to government what they want. It might not have gotten to that optimal level we're looking for, but for the fact that there's a mechanism for discussion, for dialogue, it shows that the government is committed to ensuring that this reform works. One area again to give kudos to the OGP is that there's this co-creation that is constantly happening between the civil society and government. Initially, before now, the engagement has always been kind of confrontational. But with the emergence of the OGP, the government and the civil society are beginning to co-create in a symbiotic way, so that they can come together with pool their knowledge base, pool their resource base, pool their intellect base to be able to see how they can contribute towards entrenching those reforms that we are looking for. Another milestone that has been achieved with the OGP since 2016 is the fact that we are now beginning to coordinate the states. You know, the states, there is a federal setup. The federal cannot make progress without the states. So the OGP Secretariat is coordinating the states to ensure that we work in synergy, to also provide that technical support for them to deliver on their own commitments based on what they have captured in their state action plans. So you can see that the structure is beginning to take shape. We are beginning to have that co-creative approach to doing things, and eventually when the NAP tree comes to an end, we will be able to beat our chests and see that we have made commendable progress beyond just what we have achieved in the past. So what we have achieved in the past are basically like the stepping stones to propel us to the next level, and I'm sure we'll get there by the end of implementation of the National Action Plan 3.
OGP, a unique partnership between government, civil society, and citizens, changing the face of governance in Nigeria.